and eat a whole slice or
there you have it,
pie.
guys.
I'm telling you guys, if anything, get on Facebook, message her, and get an apple pie. And if that's any indication of what we're about to dig into here, Hey everybody, Brady McManus here with the Coolfm Foodies show, brought to you by Vista Pros Heating and Cooling, keeping your home comfortable so you can focus on great food and great company. Vista Pros, local, reliable, professional. And today we are joined by Kassi with Canyon
Sunrise Bread Company.
All right, awesome. And you have been just cooking up and baking all these delicious breads, desserts, and stuff, but you've actually been doing it here for quite a while, right?
Yeah, so we moved here in 2022, and I actually had a previous business making kids' clothing and like hair accessories.
Well, that's a big difference going from clothing
yeah.
and accessories to...
So when we moved here, kind of the small shop boom was at its end, and that wasn't really going very well. So I kind of took a step back and figured out what I could maybe do and started researching sourdough and things like that and cottage bakery stuff. And that kind of brought me here, I guess. So
you kind of sought out baking as a business opportunity and not something that, you were doing since you were 3 years old.
Right. So like essentially over the past few years, it's been a lot of reading, a lot of watching videos, a lot of trial and error to kind of perfect my recipes and get things down the way that I want them. So
because, from what I understand, baking is like super simple. There's no science to it or anything. You just throw it together and it comes out perfect every time.
No. That's not how that works.
Yeah,
if only it was.
This is why I don't bake. It is so, I think baking is so much more difficult because you can just be, a quarter teaspoon off of this or half, whatever it is, and or learning ovens. I think that was my hardest part. I could never understand why stuff wouldn't bake, like, especially when it comes to elevation.
Right,
So,
you have to adjust for elevation, and with sourdough, colder weather affects it, hotter weather affects it, so you have to constantly adjust how you do things to make it turn out consistent. And funny story, this was, I don't know, probably last year sometime, I was baking bread for the Bisbee Farmers Market, and I ended up using sugar instead of salt. And at the very end, before I put my inclusions in, I had this like moment where I was like, I just used sugar, and I have this huge bowl of dough, and I'm like, okay, what am I gonna do? So I just kind of flip-flopped and made sweetbreads, like banana chocolate chip and cranberry white chocolate chip, stuff like that.
That sounds really good.
So I was like, okay, I'm not going to waste all this dough, and I don't have time to redo it. What can I do to like
make something,
make it better, like make it work? So you got to kind of be able to think on your feet and make changes at the last minute. So.
Well, yeah, and then you're not dealing with all your product waste and all that kind of stuff. Because the worst I think I ever did was I can't remember. I think it was peanut butter cookies or something, and I mixed up the baking soda, baking powder, and I can't remember which was which. But when I opened the oven, because I just smelled burning, and they all just melted to like this big soup pot, and I was like, whoa! I was like, I think I did baking soda instead of baking powder.
And it's like you lose all those ingredients, so
I was like 13
the time you spent doing it, you're like, man.
I learned really young that I don't enjoy baking because it's one of those things that I'm just not good at it. It's like someone, like, people are like, you want to play soccer? I'm like, no, because I suck at it. I don't like doing things
you're good at.
Right.
And like I always kind of say like I'm a more instinctual baker than like a precise baker because I don't really specifically measure anything. I just kind of know like my routine. Like I know how much of this and how much of that, and how much to sprinkle in there. So I just kind of instinctually bake, I guess.
Okay. Well, that's good. It allows for a lot of flexibility, creativity, that kind of stuff. Yeah. So you said you guys moved here in 2022. Mm-hmm. What brought you here?
Well, my husband is in the military, so he got orders here. And previously we were in Washington State, and that's where I was doing my kids' clothing business there, and it was really good. But that kind of gave me the little bit of knowledge to start from scratch when we got here. So, yeah, it's been good. We've been here for a few years now, and it's been good. So,
were you guys like me when he got orders to Fort Huachuca, and you went, "Where's that?"
Well, actually,
I had to look it up. I'm like, I've never heard of it.
Not really, because he did his training here when he first got into the Army.
So he was in mine.
UAS.
Okay, gotcha.
So yeah, so he was here before, and of course it was much different coming back, but it was exciting, going to see a new place and getting to experience a totally new place away from the constant rain. So we love the sunshine.
Yeah, it's a lot of rain. So, okay, so you get here, you kind of do your research, you want to start doing baking, and I heard you're really known for your sourdough. So, how did you get a starter? Did you start your own starter?
I started my very own starter.
You still have the same one original?
I do, and I have backup dried starters. So if there's ever a tragedy, I have a backup. So, I started it from a little teeny weeny jar, and now I have 3 big, 2-gallon jars that I feed every day. Because I supply 2 stores that buy my stuff and sell it in their stores. So I every week I have a standing order that I do.
Where are these stores at so people know?
So it's called Eden's Echo Farmstead in Benson, and then it's Eden's Echo Country Store, I believe, in Marana. So I drop off the order on Wednesdays in Benson, and then they stock and take to Marana. That's
awesome. So, people out in Benson and Marana, if you are looking for some really good sourdough, which we're going to try here in a little bit too, by the way. I don't know if you guys saw this sitting here, but I get to dig into this apple pie later. It is apple pie, right?
It is. I personally don't care for apple pie, but my husband says it's really good, and he loves apple pie. So,
all right. Yeah. So you got your. Is that called the mother dough? What is that? Mean?
That's called the mother.
The mother. Okay.
Yeah, and so a lot of sourdough people name their starter, and mine's currently named Dobie Keith because I love Toby Keith, and it's a tragedy he passed away, so I'm carrying on his legacy with my sourdough starter. Mm-hmm.
Now, so you're military, right? So
yeah.
One question is going to be is eventually you're going to PCS,
right?
So does that mean that your business here is going to go away? Or are you going to try to find someone to keep it going and you kind of manage it from afar?
So, I would like to keep it going and just have somebody kind of take over the reins and keep it going. Otherwise, I know a few other bakers that I can recommend when I leave. Or if I can do the research and figure out how to get the licensing, I've successfully sent bread to family in Hawaii and Oklahoma. So it's possible that there may be a shipping option.
Yeah, there's definitely a way to do it. I just don't know what the actual process is, because you can get, if Amazon can ship me bread and ranch and vegetables, there's definitely a way to do it.
Right, and you're just gonna, you'll pay a little bit more for shipping, but if you love your bread and you want quality, you
pay for it.
Yeah, so
people will pay for good food.
Absolutely.
And then so that's just kind of how that one goes. I won't go back down that rabbit hole. But okay, awesome. But do you guys do catering at all? And what other kind of baked goods do you do besides your breads and your pies?
Oh gosh, I do.
Okay. You can narrow it down to your top 5 favorites.
Custom orders for people. Sometimes someone will message me and be like, "Hey, I really want some chocolate chip cookies," and I'll be like, "Sure, whatever, I'll do it." Or I have a regular customer who gets like gluten-free. So I'll do that special for her, like on a separate day, and make sure everything's sanitized and whatnot in between. So I'm always open for special orders. I don't do catering right now, but I do bagels, scones, pies, bread, English muffins. Yeah, so, and obviously the sourdoughs, I have all kinds of flavors, original, organic whole wheat, jalapeno cheddar, garlic rosemary. So I'm always kind of experimenting with different flavors, trying to, keep things exciting. I just brought out the lemon blueberry loaf for spring. So
I love anything citrusy.
Yeah.
Lemon, lime, grapefruit, orange.
The cranberry orange is also really good, but I usually do that in like the fall and winter.
Cranberries, more fall flavor. Yeah, definitely.
And then a pumpkin spice, of course, in the fall.
You got it.
Yeah, you have to have the pumpkin in the fall. So, yeah, it's fun getting to just try new things, and I'm always.
What's your biggest? Okay, this is a test now.
Okay.
Your biggest epic failure of something you tried and you're like, that was disgusting.
Let's see. Okay, I tried what was it? It was a salami and green olive loaf. And I thought, well,
that actually in my head it sounds like it'd be good,
but it wasn't good. So I would say that was probably my one of my worst ideas, because I thought it would be good in theory, and it just wasn't.
It just wasn't. Yeah, but I mean, but like you said, in your head, it sounds like that would be
they go
a
together,
good combination. Because I would do a salami and green olive pizza.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Exactly.
But I like green olives a lot.
Yeah. However, I do have the Kalamata olive and feta loaf, which works.
That would be really good too.
Yeah,
so it's kind of like a Greek loaf.
A Greek. It has a Greek vibe to it, definitely. Yeah. So
I'd dip that one in hummus all day.
For sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, and like the bacon Gouda the jalapeno cheddar too is really good for breakfast sandwiches or grilled cheese. So you can do whatever you can think of when it comes to, or just eat it plain. Dip the garlic rosemary in marinara, or make a garlic bread out of it or something. So
yeah, and that's how people have to experiment, and that's how things, because you mentioned chocolate chip cookies earlier, and so I can't remember the year, but the chocolate chip cookie was an accidental creation.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So Toll House is the one who created the chocolate chip cookie, and the lady who did it. And it's called Toll House because they started a restaurant in a house. Okay. And it used to be for tolls, so that's why they call it. Okay, and it was a Toll House restaurant. And then she was really, really known for her pecan sandies, I think they were. And I might be wrong on a couple things. I'm going off of memory here. And then she was making some cookies, and she had this block of like semi-sweet chocolate. And the reason they were called chocolate chips is she actually took a chisel and chipped it and then put it into the dough. And then when she pulled them out, she realized that they didn't melt all the way. And so she started experimenting selling them, and they skyrocketed. They became their number one thing. So the Toll House is not a person; it was the name of the restaurant. And the chocolate chip cookie was created out of pure mistake.
Well, I mean, I'm glad that mistake was made, I love a good chocolate chip cookie.
Oh, yeah, me too. Sometimes the basics can be the best.
Yeah, exactly. And sometimes, too, I'll find a recipe or something that's kind of interesting, but I'll add something to it, or I'll take something out and just kind of adjust it into my own thing, like how I want it to taste. So,
and the weird thing about me on cookies is how I like my cookie is really reflective of my mood. Okay. Like, if I'm like just feeling kind of like down, low, I like a soft, gooey cookie. When I'm happy and like, hell yeah, everything's going great, I like super crispy cookies. Okay. I don't know, I like they snap like a chip.
I like the crispy ones dunked in milk, but overall, I like the fluffy, soft ones in general. So.
And oatmeal raisins is my favorite all time.
oatmeal chocolate chip for me. I don't like raisins.
You don't like raisins?
I just substitute with chocolate chips. So.
Oh, okay. So besides the 2 stores that you mentioned earlier in Benson and Marana,
yep.
Marana, where else can they find you? Like where can they get your products?
So I have a Facebook page, and most everyone just.
What's the name of it?
It's Canyon Sunrise Bread Co.
Okay.
And it'll have a bright like pink, and it's got a cactus on it and stuff. It's you'll find it pretty easy. You should be able to. Most people just message me on Facebook and say, hey, what's your menu right now? Or they have a specific thing in mind. During the school year, I homeschool my 3 kids, so my schedule's a little bit tighter during the school year. But during the summer, it opens up and I have a lot more availability for orders. So if you reach out, I just say, hey, I don't have availability this week, but I can put you on the schedule next week. So I try to be flexible that way.
What about, are you at any farmers markets or anything like that?
Not anymore. I was in Bisbee for quite a while, a couple years total between the first business and this one. And then I stopped doing that a couple months ago just because I was working 7 days a week constantly, and I didn't have a day off. I would prep and bake for the market, and then I would have to prep and bake for the stores, and it was just go. Yeah.
You don't get a chance to really breathe. And then,
or spend time with the
kids.
family. We didn't really get weekends anymore because I would be at the farmer's market on Saturdays. And then on Sundays, I would have to start prepping for the stores. So, it's a lot nicer now to have some time off and get to do family things.
Okay. So there you go. If you guys want to order anything, put in a special order, see what the current menu is, reach out to Canyon Sunrise Bread
Company
on Facebook and see what's going on and see what you can get ordered. Do you do email or anything? It's just straight Facebook.
I usually just do Facebook. What I'll do is once the video goes up, I can link the page in the comments or whatever. So.
Okay, perfect. Awesome. Well, is there anything else you would like to add before we go into some
I don't
food
think
tasting?
so. No, I don't think so. I think we pretty much covered the whole deal. So
that is fantastic because I really, really want to eat this and this baked this morning. So let's get into it.
Yeah, you can squeeze that sucker and she'll pop right back up.
All right, so my favorite part, because I'm fat boy happy. All right, explain to us. I know it's like a basic apple pie, but do you do anything to yours that kind of is different from anybody else's, or it's just there's a lot of love into it?
Well,
and you
I'm
can
not
taste
sure. In my pie crust, I use shortening instead of butter.
I know a lot of people like to do the cold butter and then roll it out.
I find that shortening gives the crust a little, it keeps it softer, but it's still got a little bit of flakiness to it. So I prefer to do that with the crust.
See, I'd go crazy. I would use cold bacon grease and do like bacon grease crust apple pie.
Yeah, for
I
sure.
don't know. Oh my gosh. Oh, it smells so good. You said your husband really likes it?
He does. He says it's good. So
see if he's a liar.
We'll double check. See if he's just,
That crust is so crunchy. Holy cow. In the absolute most magnificent way.
It's the shortening.
I guarantee you they can hear that.
I can hear the crunch.
That was the crunchiest pie crust I ever had. Without it being burnt though.
Right. And it's still flaky and not just
holy
just a solid.
moly. Even the filling, that just tastes like fall. Like to me that is, if fall had a flavor.
And it's all from scratch. It's
and you know what, and that's the other thing.
I peel and slice the apples And actually, my husband did something really nice for me. He went and bought one of those apple peeler core slicers, but he rigged it up so I can use a drill with it, and I don't have to hand crank it. So I can like zip through my apples a lot faster than I was like
This is
before.
Remarkable how that crust is so crispy on the outside, and like I just pulled it, and it's completely soft but not raw. Like there's no raw in here at all. This is phenomenal.
So my husband wasn't lying.
Oh my God!
For the record.
No. No one better ever try to give your husband apple pie, because he's going to have to lie and say it's good, because this is the best. That is.
It's a favorite. It's a favorite right now. So.
Oh man, that is so good. Like, and normally with apple pie, like, I really need like ice cream or something with it.
Or like whipped cream. Yeah.
Not even whipped cream. I really like because I really actually get bored with apple pie. Is one of those like I like it, but I take a bite and I'm good. It's like going to see Mount Rushmore. I went and saw Mount Rushmore, drove all the way there for like 15 hours. I was so excited. I was like, hell yeah. We get there, and like 30 minutes later, I looked at my kids and stuff, and we're like, you guys ready to go? It's a bunch of rocks. But it was awesome to see it. That's how apple pie is for me. It's awesome when I finally get, because I don't have it very often.
That first little bit.
And then I'm like, but this is different. I would sit here and eat a whole slice or
there you have it, guys.
I'm telling you guys, if anything, get on Facebook, message her, and get an apple pie. And if that's any indication of what we're about to dig into here, what do we got? Tell me.
That is a cheddar jalapeno sourdough. And so I mix my dough the night before, so it sits and cold ferments overnight. And then
this thing weighs like 2
I know, right?
If you like, I don't even, right close to the, man, this might be like
if you knock it on the bottom, it should sound hollow. That's how you know it's like, that's how you know it's good.
That is crazy. I just go.
And that's how my house looks all the time.
That's how your house looks.
It drives my husband crazy. There's flour everywhere. My handprints on the fridge handles. And
do your kids play with the flour?
Yeah. Well, my daughter likes to fiddle in the flour. And if I have extra dough, she likes to play with the dough. So.
So you said jalapeno cheddar.
Jalapeno cheddar. Yeah.
All right.
You might have to rip the top. Wow.
Oh no, I'm going right down the middle.
There you go.
And this was warm when she brought it in. It was warm because you baked it this morning.
I baked it this morning. Yep, I had the dough sit overnight, and then I baked it this morning.
That's whole jalapenos in there, like entire whole jalapenos. I am such a bread guy, and I'm not sharing this with anyone. That's why I completely just ripped into it. It's going to be for my kids, so they'll can deal with it. Well, actually. My son will. I don't know if my daughter will with the jalapenos. She says she likes spicy till she gets spicy.
My daughter doesn't like jalapenos either, but she will eat this bread. She just picks the jalapenos out.
Oh, man. There's that crunch. That is so awesome. I will just sit here and eat this and watch a movie. I don't need popcorn. This is my bread popcorn.
So the grilled cheese, if you use cheddar, Gruyere, and Gouda, all three, and you can even add bacon if you want.
Oh yeah.
As a like toasted panini, super good.
See, I'm that, like I said, that's why I got this piece, because
it's crunchy.
It's like I'm that guy who loves the crust of the pizza. Everyone else was like, I don't like the crust. I'm like, give it to me.
My daughter's always like, can I have the butt of the bread?
Butt?
I have to cut around. So I just have this like square with no ends on it because she only likes the outside.
So when you have a loaf of bread, I don't know if you ever buy bread anymore, because if I could bake like this, I wouldn't buy it. But man, oh my God, that's so good. the loaf of bread you get from the grocery store, the 2 end pieces, what do you call them?
I call them the butt.
I call them the heel.
Okay, my husband calls them the heel.
Yeah. What do you guys call them? Because I've actually heard like 5 different things. I'm like, no, it's the heel. And you always throw the heel away. The heel's disgusting. Even though, see, I like the crust, but I like this. The crunchy, the chewy, the heel of the red bread, I throw it in the trash every time.
Yeah, usually I do. Don't tell my kids this, but sometimes I have to flip it over so that the inside's on the top. So that they don't know, because it's like the last piece of bread and they needed a sandwich. So I'm just like, okay, just flip it up. They won't know.
You know what I would do with this is make bread bowls.
Yeah, you can do that. So actually, I also do, mostly around like holidays, I do flight boxes. So you'll get like 4 mini sourdoughs of different flavors in the box. So if you haven't tried it before and you want to try some different flavors, that's a way to do that. Or the smaller loaves, you can order them as smaller and then just cut out the middles for bread bowls. What I like to eat with... I
have to stop eating them. All people are hearing is crunch.
usually when I do the breads for the family, I'll make like a creamy potato soup with it and then just kind of dunk it in and eat it that way.
If you have a restaurant or anything out there and you guys have really good soups, I would highly recommend reaching out and getting these things, because with this one, this jalapeno, a really good goulash or chili or something inside of here would be like, I would drive a long ways to get a good bread bowl, because it's what's crazy is they're really big in Alaska and no one does them here. And there might be someone here or there I'm missing. I'm just generalizing from what I know.
I think maybe it's the climate. It's not really a soup type of climate. You know what I mean? Maybe that has something to do with that. I don't know. But speaking of soups, I also do a French onion and mozzarella loaf. So it tastes like a bowl of French onion soup.
Get out of here. Your creativity is amazing. I love it.
Well, when you keep doing it consistently, you got to take risks sometimes. Sometimes they work out, sometimes they don't, but don't let it stop you from, going for it.
Yeah. So, I mean, unbelievably delicious. And your technique, your expertise, your professionalism, and what you do is unsurpassed.
Thank you.
It's really, really impressive and delicious.
Thank you.
So I highly, highly recommend everybody. Where do they reach out to you again on Facebook?
Canyon Sunrise Bread Co. And I can put the link in the comments so that you can just click it and it should take you right there.
You are not going to be disappointed. This is absolutely delicious. Especially for, I don't know, do you guys know when you're PCSing? You've been here 4 years, so you're probably coming up pretty quick. Yeah,
so it'll probably be about a year. Yeah. So maybe I can find somebody I can mentor and show the ropes who can take over and keep it going. That would be cool, but I definitely want to continue it wherever we end up. So,
so again, thank you so much. I really appreciate your time for coming out, and I hope you guys enjoyed this. Get you some delicious food. And again, we want to thank our sponsor, Vista Pros Heating and Cooling, keeping your home comfortable so you can focus on great food and great company. Vista Pros, local, reliable, and professional.